Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different. This won't be a common thing that I do. It's just I'm quite excited, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I've bought some TT Gauge stuff from Hornby. There's a chap called Peachy, and he's got a YouTube channel, Peachy TT 120. I'll try and put a link on the video so you can just click that and go to him. If not, I'll put it in the description, so go check out his channel because he's done a full review on what he's bought that I've also bought. So I'm not going to do like a whole review. I'm just going to show you what we've got in the box and what the plans might be for the future for this. I've never bought anything from Hornby ever. I've only had second-hand stuff when I was a kid from like 00 gauge stuff. When it came out, the news about it was happening with TT Gauge, and how Hornby had invested all the money in their tooling machines and whatnot. You could join the club and it was free. I don't know if it still is, but that's what I did. You can join the club and you'll get a discount on the TT Gauge stuff. So it's wrapped alright. So what have we got? I'll start with the one in the brown box and then explain the rest of it. So this is the main one, and we've got class 8. Now, man, I'm so I don't know how big this is going to be. I've never actually seen one in real life. So the idea is I'm going to make a little shelf layout. I want to do an Inglenook puzzle with a class 8 in TT Gauge. So it's gonna, but I'm going to try and make it real compact, but very interactive. Okay, it's all packed pretty good. Oh, wow, there we go, guys. There she is. So yeah, I'm not going to go into a review of this. What I will do though, we'll have a closer look at it in a minute when I do get it out of the box. I'll show you what the other stuff I've got and the reason why. That's cool. And I'll also get the N gauge one and put it next to it so you can see the size difference. In fact, another valid point, I bought that for cheaper than I could buy a 00 gauge one and an N gauge one for, and this is brand new. So, but that was with the discount code. I think it was something like, I want to say 30% with the TT Gauge club membership. Now, what I did, I've got some track and I'll explain that. I've got these two. Oh, wow. Wow, I've got these two wagons because I wanted to, I didn't want to just buy all wagons because Hornby at the minute are limited on what they've got. I wanted a little coal wagon because we're going to do something with coal later down the road, and then just generally a wagon. So I think that's a bauxite. Well, it's a vent van, sorry, my apologies. I'm still learning. And the Hale Fuels coal truck. Do you know what? The size is actually quite a nice size. My theory was, because I 3D print stuff a lot, if I've got a wagon and I've got a coal truck, to me the chassis look exactly the same. But what I didn't want to do is say 3D print my own wagons because I'd probably print the wheels the wrong size. Now what I can do is reverse engineer the wheel size, the back spacing, the chassis, all that sort of thing, and make my own stuff. If I wanted to, I'll need a few more wagons, but this will be way down the road. But what I also got were 3 right-hand points and 3 left-hand points. The reason I bought these is they're much cheaper than Peachys points, but there's a reason for that. They're inshore frog points, but so I'm cheap basically. But they're actually a really good price for what you're getting, brand new. I mean, I know N gauge is expensive, but it really puts it into perspective when like these are like $7.99 each, and then like, I don't know, Peachys N gauge inshore frog points are like twice that price. These are twice the size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these points and we're going to see. This is straight out of the box. I ain't going to do nothing. I can't run it in. See how it does 6 points. Probably terribly because it's an 060. So here we are. I've lined up all the points. You can't see them all on camera because I'm zoomed in, but it stopped. I'll go at a moderate speed so it kind of just clears them. And at a sensible speed, see it stops. Which I knew was going to happen. I mean, it doesn't take a scientist to work that out. There's only 3 axles able to pick up power from the track. That's the equivalent of 2 axles. So 1 axle being reliably giving the loco power after a run-in, yeah, it's probably going to do it. But in my case, this is why I'm going to add a stay alive to this. That'll be in another video. I'll do like a whole complete video of the mods that I do to this, so you can just sort of watch that. But really, I'm quite impressed with its gearing. It's geared quite nicely, so I think that's worth noting. It's it really needs running properly, I think. Like I might need to make a little rolling road, or when I get my flexi track or something, just give it a good run. So you're kind of getting an idea there for the crawling speed. I'll try and get real slow. It's not liking it. That's pretty much it. And I'm using this controller, by the way, Graham Farish. So there's better controllers out there. What I'll do is I'll just do a real quick movement for you, so you know how fast it goes. So income in. See what I mean? Like, it would do the points at speed, but if you're in a yard, you're going to be going sort of this sort of speed, maybe slower, and it just won't do it. But it will do it. So let's get it on the turntable. I'll give you a little swish view of it next to an N gauge loco. And then, yeah, like I say, I'll do another video fitting all the gubbins in it. And do not worry, N gauge ain't disappearing. This is just sort of me having my way with TT Gauge. Okay, so I've set up a little light on my desk just so we can have a closer look at this under some light. Now, I'm pretty impressed with the details on this, and I'll get my N gauge one in a minute. But for all intents and purposes, they've done a pretty good job. So things I'm looking at, can you see how the wasp stripes are on the back and how crisp and neat they are? The buffer beam, how the yellow paint doesn't just sort of bleed around the sides. The way the buffers are in the buffer, like caps if you like. Oh, I don't know how you'd say it. In fact, are they sprung? No. Cool, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? This thing is actually really quite small, but it's kind of a nice size to handle. Engage I get it, it's pretty fiddly. I mean, I've done enough of that myself, but it looks great. I'm well happy with this. Also in the box there's I think they're air tanks to go under the front here, and there's a detail pack as well. Now it's funny, under the camera I'm looking at the couplings here, and I'm looking at what to me looks like, I think they're called NEM sockets, which is exactly what Dapol uses in Graham Farish. But Graham Farish and Dapol sockets are different. We'll check that in a second. Right then. So that's the size difference. So, you know, it's quite small. Yeah, I'm happy with my purchase. And look at that. That is a Graham Farish coupling, and it's just gone straight in the front of that. So there's an option for you. It's pretty much the same as the Hornby one. It had a positive click in there as well. It wasn't like too hard to push in or anything. So that's an option for you guys, if you wanted to. Okay, we have returned, and that is a Dapol. I don't know why it's fitting in there, actually. It shouldn't do, because Graham Farish and Dapol couplings, to me, I've never had they don't go in each other, basically. But the Hornby socket there just takes them. The reason I'm testing this is because I want to probably use that on this, so I can feed the wire to that little bit of wire underneath that coupling to a motor somewhere on the loco, and decouple all the ingle nut puzzle as I'm going around it
via the loco, not stuff under the track or on the track. I think I've blabbed on enough really for you guys. So that's that. And then here's our little N-gauge guy. I'm going to do some weathering on TT. That's level with the front, there you go. So yeah, watch this space. Apologies if you absolutely detest TT Gauge, but I'm open-minded with it all. I just appreciate models generally. I've just gone down a really big N-gauge hole and I love it. So N-gauge ain't going nowhere, guys. Yeah, stay tuned. What I'll do is I'll do probably like 2 videos on this. One will be fitting all the gubbins in it, for those who also want to do it on the TT Hornby Class 8. And then I'll do another video on a mini shelf. Don't know when the videos will come out, probably modifying it pretty soon. This shelf layout, I'm not sure, just when, maybe when I finish one of the N-gauge layouts, maybe, who knows. So either way guys, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, think about subscribing, that would really help me out. Maybe like the video if you don't normally like it, or maybe don't dislike it if you don't dislike it. Maybe just tell me why you don't dislike it, or tell me why you don't dislike it in the comments. That would be handy. And then what I can do, you see, is like change the videos slightly so they're not tailored specifically for you, but like if it helps other people out, I'm all game. So that's what it's about really, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.